Okay, I'm back again. This is gonna be a weird video. I cut the chip beef like you're gonna cut up cabbage, or like my father used to say, like you're rolling a cigarette. Because back in the day, I guess they had to roll their own cigarettes. I don't know. Or for those of you who smoke a little substance, it's like rolling one of those, but not as tight. And that's all I do is I just cut it and then gather it. This cutting board I got from the Dollar Tree a while ago. It comes in a 2-pack. And I just cut it just rough chop, sort of. Even though I'm not really chopping it. And you want to cut enough because this chip beef gives it a real good flavor. Then I just put it in my mixing bowl. My mother used to make this every holiday. Well, it was more like a Christmas thing. I do 3 or 4 slices at a time. And I just roll it up as tight as possible. And just sometimes I slice it down the middle. And then slice it going this way. But you have to hold on to it. And you will end up using the whole jar because you want some from the inside and some from the outside. Okay, so you got your onion and you're doing your beef and you have your mayonnaise. It's fairly simple. And for those of you who are ready, make your own cheese balls. Then you know. Yeah, we're going to have green beans, but not green bean casserole. It's just going to be green beans. And then homemade stuffing with sausage. 2 different kinds of sausage. Alright, let's see. We're going to do half of this. And we're going to share or put the other half. My husband likes to have it at least once a year, this cheese ball. So, if I make it again for Christmas, it won't get eaten as much. It's like a once a year type of thing. He sometimes likes to have it twice a year, but this is the time of the year. Oops, I forgot to slice it down the middle. This is the time of year that the cream cheese and stuff is always on sale. And I do have some in my fridge. I just chose to get some fresh from the store. I mean, it's not old or anything, but surprisingly, cream cheese stays for an awful long time. But I try to get it as small as possible. because this is the only thing you have to chop is the onions and the beef, oh, and the parsley. All right. Push that to the side. Get the parsley. And you want to put some parsley on the inside and on the outside. And like I said, sometimes I will have shredded cheese to go on it. And it's really good, y'all. Maybe a little bit of, like, green olives. But not this time. Maybe the next time I decide to make it. I'm also going to make a pumpkin pie tonight. Get that done. And I have some dinner rolls that I made the other day. But I think I might make some again tonight. So, try to chop up the parsley as well as possible. I've been known to put it in the onion chopper a time or two. Parsley's not that difficult to chop. It doesn't stick to your hands like cilantro does. And when it's fresh, it smells wonderful. And I need it for tomorrow anyway, so. And this you don't want a whole lot for the inside, because you're also going to put it on the outside. You just don't want the big gigantic pieces, you know. Yeah, so we're having green beans, chuck roast, and mashed potatoes and stuffing. Got to have stuffing. And to me, it's not Thanksgiving unless you have at least some stuffing. And then I'm going to make some deviled eggs. And with cheese ball, of course. And cheese and crackers. So we'll put a little for the inside. Most of this, because I will chop up a little bit more for the outside. I think I'll grab a little bit more just for the outside. You don't want the stem. I'm sure it's nutritious or whatever, but you don't want the stem with this one. Just the leafies. And that should be enough for the outside, because I have some off to the side here. And sorry if it's too dark. It is what it is. Also going to be serving some wine. Bubbly wine. Well, I guess you can kind of say it's champagne. But I have some for New Year's as well. I always have wine or something in my outside fridge. Like I said, you don't want gigantic pieces of parsley in here, and you don't want 10,000 pounds of it, you know. You only need just enough to cover your cheese ball. Then after that is done, okay, so I lied, it does stick to your hands. Then you want to take a couple of drops, not a whole lot, but a couple of drops of, come on, my Worcestershire sauce don't seem to want to open. There we go. Just a couple of drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 good drops of Worcestershire sauce. And then the last ingredient, I always keep a little spoon in here. You don't even need that much, just a tiny little bit. 2 little taps of that. That is it. That's all you need. Now we're going to turn on the mixer. And I'll let you see what it looks like. Let me see if I can get you into the bowl there. Can't get you into the bowl. Can't do it. Get you into the bowl. Oh well. I'm going to turn on the mixer. We're going to mix up the beef, the onion, the cheese, the garlic, the Worcestershire sauce, and the mayonnaise. And I have a container to put it all in, put it in the refrigerator overnight. I think I am going to get some parchment paper to put on the bottom of here. Okay. That should be good and mixed. Get my spatula here. I definitely smell the parsley. I don't have my Christmas tree up. I don't have any of it. I am not majorly into, I'm going to give this a taste test. I think it needs a little more something. I think it needs a little bit more onion. And just a little bit more beef. And a bit more parsley. And definitely a little bit more onion. I don't taste onion. And just a drop more of Worcestershire sauce. my husband and I like it a little stout, or not, well, a little strong, with onion and garlic. Give it another mix. And I'm going to go get the paper, and I'll be right back. Alright, I got the parchment paper, and I'm going to put the ball on top of the parchment paper. Scrape off the mixing blade here. So now it smells more like the cheese ball I'm used to. And that's what it looks like when it's all mixed up. And you know what they always say, you should taste what you cook. So, like I said, it is messy to mix it by hand, so that's why I use the mixer. I've tried it with gloves. Whew. It's even worse with gloves. I'm going to tell you that. It's like holy Moses. It's easier if you just put it in the mixer. Like I said, your cheese ball or your cream cheese has to be very soft. Oh, get off of there. Thank you. I love the onion, but my husband is not a major onion person. My dog hangs around in the kitchen whenever I cook because he loves it when I drop things on the floor. And I try to get every last bit that I possibly can out of my mixing bowl here. And I'm going to have to wash this because I have to use my mixing bowl to make my dinner rolls. And my pie. But I did this first because it has to sit in the refrigerator overnight. Alright. This is why I have the napkin here. Now, I'm going to shake it a little bit. Try to get it shaped. I'm going to throw on, so you can see me, I'm going to throw on the rest of the onion. And without using my hands, I'm going to try to get this. Once it sets up, it'll be easier. But get that. And use the parchment paper and kind of push the onion into the cheese ball. I've been making this cheese ball ever since I moved out to my own apartment. Here's my spatula and kind of, like I said, it is very messy but very good. Kind of try to shape it with me. Then take your beef and parsley and kind of spread it all over here. And take it and kind of shove it on the side. It's not going to really matter if you have it on the side, especially if you put it in a container like I do. It's not going to matter if it's on the sides. But I use it for right now. I mean, you don't have to shape it if you're going to put it in a square container. But if you're going to put it in a round container, you're going to want to shape it. And I put it in the parchment paper and all inside the container. And yeah, I know some of it is missing the topping. It'll be okay. And you give yourself just a little bit to try on a cracker. That's a big onion. Oops. Put that off to the side for myself. Okay, then you take your container and you put it inside the container. Take your parchment paper, wrap it up in there. Trust me, you will thank me later on, when your hands are not all full of mayonnaise and mayonnaise and cream cheese. And voila, it'll get hardened, and then later on you can spread it, or you can spread it now. Like, you can take it, can't do it now. Take it and when it's hardened, cut the when it sets out, you can cut the paper off. Oh, let's see. Well, when it's hardened, I will spread it a little bit just to fill in, because I forgot that I gave myself a little bit. Close it down for the night and put it in the refrigerator up to 8 hours, 8 to 12 hours. And voila, there you go. Cheese ball is done. Let's give this a taste test. I have some Ritz crackers here. My dog's getting all excited. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. I wasn't sure if they were stale. They've been sitting there for a week. You do want to serve it on some crackers. It's better when it's set up. Bon appetit. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. To tell you the truth, it's also one of my favorites. You don't taste the onion. You taste the parsley and the beef. Just make yourself a cheese ball. Get yourself a glass of wine. Or a beer, whatever you prefer. I used to keep these little jars because of the little design, the stars that are on them, but I ain't keeping that one. Absolutely perfect. Right amount of flavor for all of it. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Tried to show you as best as I could. I will get better at it, I promise. I hope everybody has a wonderful, fantastic, blessed Thanksgiving. For those of you who are traveling to your loved ones, be safe. Be kind to one another. The world is messed up enough for everybody to be angry all the time. Alright. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Peace.